Some settle with a random free VPN. Others pick up a freemium or a paid version. But the difference between free VPN versus paid VPN goes further than just price. I'm here to give you the only VPN comparison you need to understand the difference between free versus paid VPN options and what you, the user, should be careful about. Any long-lasting service like a virtual private network needs constant maintenance. Not just the physical parts such as servers, but even software needs constant improvement. And maintenance costs money. So the main difference between free VPN and paid VPN is the source of that money. With paid VPNs, it's on the surface. We buy the VPN subscription, and the money goes into improving and maintaining the service. With completely free VPN providers, some less palatable tactics are employed. From using invasive advertisements to straight up spying on you and selling your data to advertisers. And though I can personally tolerate ads now and again, nothing excuses spying on people in my book. If that wasn't bad enough, there's a huge difference between free VPN versus paid on how they provide service to their users. Even the best free VPN services, those with a paid version, are heavy on limitations, since limiting users actually saves money for the provider. For instance, monthly VPN bandwidth limit is a good way to reduce maintenance cost. A 10 GB limit is a typical maximum. Providers like Windscribe and Atlas VPN have exactly this limitation on their free versions, while some like TunnelBear have just 500 megabytes to work with. And if the former could be enough for watching YouTube and even downloading stuff through the month, the latter will barely be enough to just browse. The number of locations you can access in a VPN free version is also limited, typically to 3 locations or maybe a bit more. Proton VPN, for example, can only access the Netherlands, US, and Japan, but Hide.me VPN has Canada, Germany, Netherlands, and the US. Compared to some of the premium options like NordVPN, which can access over 65 countries, that's not too many. A low number of locations and servers leads to overcrowding during peak hours and very unstable speeds. I've noticed it the most with BetterNet VPN, but most free VPNs are susceptible to this issue. And most problematically, free VPN services often don't have the resources to upgrade the software. Where paid VPNs are using modern, fast tunneling protocols, a lot of free VPNs have to refer to older OpenVPN. Zug VPN and TunnelBear both have this problem. Paid VPNs don't have these free VPN problems. They often use modern tunneling protocols like WireGuard. For example, Surfshark and IPVanish use exactly this protocol. And from my experience, this makes a huge difference in speeds. They can also support more servers. A typical paid VPN has more than 1,000 servers, with some exceptions like PIA offering 20,000 total. I mentioned the larger server fleets, but what's really important here is that these servers also tend to be more technically advanced. ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark, for example, use RAM-only servers, which can't retain user data long-term, so they are safer for users. Sometimes the best VPN providers out there even develop their own security editions. NordVPN and ExpressVPN, for instance, both develop their own tunneling protocols for improved performance. And Surfshark has created its own suite of cybersecurity apps, including an antivirus. Sure, pretty much everything in this VPN comparison boils down to resources, but it's the resource management that's making a difference to how the service is provided. But what about the difference in possibilities between free VPNs versus premium VPNs? The former are barely enough for casual browsing, and if you want to stream or torrent with them, well, tough luck. With new Netflix restrictions especially, most free VPNs that manage to unblock Netflix can no longer do that. Atlas VPN and Windscribe have been able to just recently, but not anymore, and they actually have monetary support from premium versions. No surprise that VPNs without paid versions have no chance of accessing streaming platforms. On the contrary, I've had no issues with accessing streaming platforms with VPNs like NordVPN, Surfshark, or IPVanish. The difference is even more apparent with torrenting. In order to torrent, the VPN needs not only good performance but lots of bandwidth. Most VPN free versions notably limit this bandwidth, or limit the speeds during torrenting. So if torrenting is something that you're after, premium providers like Surfshark or IPVanish would be a better consideration. Your possibilities with free VPNs are severely reduced due to the nature of these providers. So if you're looking for the best premium suggestions, we have great deals down in the description. To sum it up neatly, I can say that free VPN services can't provide any significant improvements to your online experience without compromising your security and anonymity, since for their existence, they're forced to sell your data. If you really need a secure and fast-performing VPN, stick with premium or at least freemium VPNs. They're not that expensive, and You don't risk losing your data to spyware if you sign for a well-known, independently tested service. Well, thanks for watching this VPN Comparison 2022. I hope you found this video informative. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join me again for another video. Cheers.